How can individuals cultivate a more positive body image in today's image-focused society?
That's not an easy question to answer, but the reality is it's difficult. Remember, there are a lot of people, I think that's the beauty of this world. There are a lot of people who aren't addicts. There are a lot of people who have no body image issues. There are a lot of people that love themselves. Self-esteem is important. Acceptance. Start when kids are younger. Parents, accept them. Don't tell them they need to be like somebody else. Don't make your kids get up in the morning and exercise. I mean, these are children. Exercise is great. It helps keep you healthy. But when your family focuses on that, whether it's your mom, your dad, it becomes an obsession for you. But helping each other is very important. There are a lot of people who just love who they are. But then again, there are a lot of people who've gotten to the point where it's like, hell, I'm never going to change, so I might as well just continue doing what I'm doing. It's much easier when you're an eating disorder person. Just continue doing what you're doing because, first of all, it's not illegal. Drugs are illegal. Alcohol is legal, but if you drink a little too much, you could kill someone. Not many people have been arrested for driving under the influence of food and killing somebody. I got in a car accident once. Years ago, I hit a parked car. I'll never forget, I went to a place and they had these ice cream cones. And I got an Igloo. And I used to get an Igloo, and I'd go get the chocolate-dipped ones. And I was driving, and it was in the passenger seat. And I had to hit the brakes, and it flew into the passenger seat on the floor. I was in tears. I slowed the car down, and I reached over, and I hit a parked car. When the police came and everything, it was so humiliating and embarrassing to explain that this is what happened. They snickered a little bit, but they didn't say much. But that is something that happened to me. And that has happened to many different people. So when you're dealing with something that's an addiction, you really have to figure out what it is that you're using in order to help solve whatever emotional issues that you're dealing with. When I work with people, I always explain, simply put, I work with people to help them restore faith in themselves, other people, and relationships, and to find intimacy and trust in other people rather than consistently counting on food or a behavior or a substance to make a difference for you. There's the bottom line right there.
Number 8, what role do you believe the media plays in shaping our body image perceptions?
A huge role. What sells? Sex. What sells? Pretty. Nowadays, there's more acceptance and you have all the different organizations. Everybody realizes that you can't be so derogatory to people who deal with body image issues. You have all the different corporations that sell clothes now for large men, large women. You have so many different organizations. They've jumped on the bandwagon. Years ago, they wouldn't, but they realized, well, if we don't, we're not going to make money. If we don't, we're going to be canceled. The media plays a huge part, but again, it starts at home. It starts in school. If you're going to a school where everything is about how you look, good chance somebody's going to have some issues. If you're playing sports, good chance you might have some issues. Think about how many athletes the coach makes comments, you fat ass, you got to go. You got to do this. You got to run more. It's a derogatory way. Hopefully things change in that respect. But the reality is the media plays a huge part. But you have to get to that point. If the media is your prime parental, and I say this no matter what age, parental way of looking at life and yourself, you're never going to be as healthy as you would like to be because we don't know what the truth is when we see something. It's like going to movies. How great are movies to get lost in? Anybody ever seen a real Willy Wonka? I've never seen a factory. There are chocolate factories. You get lost in other people's lives. And that's what happens with social media. They help people get lost in other lives of other people. And it's difficult, but you have to really be more aware of it.
Number 9, how can friends and family support someone struggling with body image issues or eating disorders?
Well, first of all, they shouldn't be accusatory and say comments like, you're not eating. Or you've gained weight, or you've lost weight, or do you have an eating disorder? Don't be accusatory. Talk to the person. It's very nurturing and gentle that you need to be. Ask them questions. Get information. Call organizations. They'll tell you how sometimes to communicate with someone, talk to someone. Because if you shame someone, they're just going to shut down more. I had no idea I had an eating disorder. Until 1994, I had no idea because I was a man. I didn't realize it. Then I started putting things together when I got in therapy and I went into treatment. But you talk to people and ask them questions about how they feel about themselves. Talk to your kids about how they feel about their bodies. Boys and girls, not just girls. Ask them if people are making comments. Let them know it's okay however they are. But also This is one thing you don't want. Don't let your kids get so out of control with binging on food and eating food. And don't be prideful that your child weighs 300 pounds, a freshman in high school. There's nothing prideful as a parent. Now, people say, well, you don't understand because we don't have money. Well, you go to grocery stores, what's the first thing you see? All the heavy fat foods right up front, every damn aisle. Think about it. Eggs are in the back of the damn store, not up front. Why? Because it's marketing. Not stupid people, but they don't really give a damn about what you need or what you want. But when it comes to that, ask questions. Talk about those things. Ask them what's going on in school. Talk about their social media. Ask them who they're following. Those are ways that you get an idea of the mindset of your child so that you can help them make better choices or change the choices or just encourage them to be the kid they are, no matter what age, grade school, high school, college, because you're still being influenced by the society around you. Once you leave your house and you're interacting with other people in schools or sports or any get-togethers, there's so many other influences. The biggest one needs to be parents. And here's one thing, not about the Christian community to where it's about God and Christianity and God this and God that. You know, when people tell you got to do something because you got to, it's about God, a lot of bullshit in that. People need to be people. You can help mold minds to a positive thing, a way of looking at things, as well as you can help destroy a young mind. That's just my personal opinion.